Hi friends, today we're going to be bringing my fall front porch vision to life. For my fall front porch this year, I was thinking I wanted it to look like a good witch lives here, a witch who loves pumpkins and flowers and just a little touch of magic. But first, coffee, coffee, coffee. And yes, Gilmore Girls pun intended. I'd seen a few ideas of using natural branches to frame your front door, and I thought it was such a cute idea, so I was so excited to try it out this season. But first, I needed to figure out a way to secure the branches, so I decided to use some screw hooks. I feel like these work great. I use them all the time for decorating and different various things. It can get a little windy here in the fall, so I want to make sure that this is very secure. And just as a little side note, I had to laugh when I was editing this video because I didn't realize I had this Starbucks gift card in my back pocket until like halfway through filming. And it's because my son had asked me to take him to Starbucks that morning before school, and I just completely forgot that I had the gift card in my back pocket. So if it looks like this is a Starbucks ad, it's not. It's just my mom brain coming through full force. To secure the branches of the hooks, I ended up using a little bit of green floral wire. I use floral wire for all kinds of projects, and I think it works great. I feel like these branches are going to weather any storm this season, so I think the green floral wire was a good choice. Just a little fun fact about me, I was actually named after Samantha the Witch from Bewitched. So this time of the year, I always get nostalgic for that show, but I hate to admit this, I've never watched it. You guys, I need to watch it. So if you know how good that show is and you've experienced the magic, please tell me in the comments because I need a little bit of motivation. Once the branches were up, I started adding in these cute little fake crows that I found. They have real feathers on them and they even have wire in their feet so they perch perfectly. I just thought it would be like the perfect spooky but kind of cute little touch. And just it truly made the whole vibe so much more magical. At this point of decorating, I'm looking at these branches and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love these so much. I am probably going to keep them up through the Christmas season. So I'm going to be working up some ideas to make them a little bit more festive for the holidays. Then I thought it'd be really cute to tuck in some Spanish moss, like spilling out of the planters that frame each side of my front doorway. I felt like this would give just a little bit more whimsy and enchantment to the fall front porch. And I'm loving this moss look so much that I'm already thinking of ways that I can swap out the moss for like a shorter, greener moss that really gives the spring vibes in the spring and summer and use it then as well. Next, I started layering in all of the flowers and pumpkins and outdoor lanterns that I have, starting with the largest items first and then working my way down to the smaller items. When I started styling everything, my whole goal here was to make sure that no two pieces were sitting at the same height. I really wanted it to feel natural and layered, like the pumpkins and lanterns and plants had just sort of found their spot over time. So this mix of heights gives it so much more depth and makes it way more pleasing to the eye. I found these pansies at the nursery and I felt like the colors were so perfect for the fall front porch. I love pansies. If you didn't know, they're a cold weather flower, so they're the perfect flower to put out right now when the weather is starting to get a little colder. Then I started layering in the rugs. I have an orange entry rug that I've had for a couple of seasons now, and I topped it with this new braided jute rug that I can use year-round. I don't know about you guys, but right now, anytime I go to the store, I'm picking up a new pumpkin. Just when I think I have enough pumpkins, I'm like, oh my gosh, this pumpkin is so pretty. I have to bring it home. So I'm adopting a lot of pumpkins right now, as I do every year, let's be honest. Then I added in this orange faux cedar garland that I got from Hobby Lobby. I've used this in different ways in the past, but this time I draped it low to make the porch look like it's overflowing with color and texture. Honestly, adding in this faux cedar garland was the magic touch that everything needed. It tied all the pumpkins and planters together and made the whole porch feel like it had grown that way on its own and really lent to the whole magical vibe that I was going for. Lastly, I tucked in all of the tiny little pumpkins, and these little white pumpkins I actually grew in my garden this year, so I was really excited to add those. For the wreath, I started with this simple one that I purchased at Target, but I wanted it to feel a little bit more magical. And I have this really cute star garland that I typically use during Christmas, but I added it to the back of this fall wreath and it gave the prettiest little bit of magic. Like, I felt like it was so perfect. Definitely something a good witch would hang on her front door. Then came the final touch. It's my DIY witch's broom that I made last year from cinnamon sticks. It's the perfect finishing piece, that little bit of magic that makes everything come to life. And that's it, my fall front porch all dressed up and ready for the season, cozy, a little wild, and full of fall magic. Every time I walk out the front door, it just makes me so happy. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. You know, I appreciate you so very much. I love you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.
It was nothing you did. I just felt my low lightning.